Hey everybody, you're at the Mini Woodstock Festival in Santa Barbara, California. Yes, this is the show where Foreave Stars International shine. It's for entrepreneurs in the entertainment field. And tonight we have some great guests for you, so keep tuned. Here we go at the Dream Machine USA, telling you, lift your glasses, get all your hors d'oeuvres ready, because we're going to have fun tonight. You're at the Dream Machine USA at ABG Studios and our TV studios, Mini Woodstock Festival. So join us, have fun tonight. We've got some great guests for you. Yay! Keep tuned, everybody. Well, hi, everybody. It's an exciting month this month. Yes, it's the holiday month. Oh, my goodness. So Merry Christmas to all you Santa lovers, and Happy Hanukkah, and all the other wonderful religions, and Nam Yohoringekyo, to all those people out there who are looking forward to a fantastic Christmas. Well, as you know, I'm Lucy Looker, and I report for the Foreave Stars International all over the world. Well, I have an absolutely exciting star today. Yes, he's a Hollywood man, and he's going to give us some lots and lots and lots of stories, and he's also an author and a speaker. So, hey, everybody, get your hors d'oeuvres, get your drinks. They may not be alcoholic, but get your drinks and settle down. You're on TVSB Channel 17, and Lucy Looker is going to introduce Dave Silver. Yes, hi Dave.
Hello,
how are you
Lucy.
doing? It's good to see you.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. And Dave, you come from Carpinteria, just up the road, which is nice.
Yes, that's right. Just the little Green Acres town.
I call it the Australian town because when I first came to Santa Barbara and I went to Carpinteria, because actually Dan, he was raised there from about 16.
Really?
So yes, and I didn't know him then, but I loved Carpinteria. I came in 1978. And I was like, my goodness, you know, I was with Henry then, and I was like, look at this town. It's such an Australian town, and I love it. I love Carpinteria. Everybody that knows Carpinteria loves Carpinteria. So anyway, Dave, you must tell us a lot. As you can see, Dave has this wonderful book, and it's an exciting book all about Hollywood. So why don't you tell everybody, first of all, I want to know why the entertainment field? How did you get into the entertainment field? Was it something in your family? Tell us everything. Where were you born? Oh, Dave Silver, everybody, he's going to tell us all about himself.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Lucy. I was raised in California. Grew up. I was actually born in Oklahoma City. My dad was climbing the corporate ladder, but only spent a few months there. Spent most of the rest of the time in California. And I went to school at UCLA, and I was working my way through school in a bar. And you know, I figured since I'm in LA, why not work in the entertainment business, right? If you're in New York, try Wall Street, you know. So I thought I'd give it a shot. And I like to tell jokes, I like to tell stories. And I was working in a bar, and there was a gentleman that had too much to drink, and he was bothering a lady, and I gently showed him the door, and she said, thank you very much. Would you like a job? I work at Central Casting. And I said, yes, I would. Thank you. So that was how I started in the business. Her name was Bess Gilbert, and she hired me. And I was casting extras for Cheers and films like Die Hard, and what was the one with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd? What was that? Midnight, Blue Midnight? Anyway. I did lots of TV shows and movies.
Lots, yes.
And not a day went by, I have to tell you, Lucy, that one of the older casting directors wouldn't come by and come up to me and say, "Get out while you can, kid." And
get out while you can.
so I took that to heart. I didn't get out of the entertainment business, but I went out to the set, the movie set, where the things were happening, where they were making the movie, as opposed to an office in Burbank,
Right.
which I was casting extras and bit parts and stand-ins, but I felt like I wanted to be where the action was.
Yeah.
So I had met a few people, and one of them was Kevin Costner, and he said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, if you're ever doing a movie, I'll come out, you know, schlep coffee, whatever." And he called me back and said, "Well, we're doing a movie out in South Dakota. If you'd like to come out to South Dakota and join us, we'd love to have you." I said, "Fantastic." So in 1989, I left my job at Central Casting, and I went out to work on a movie, and that was Dances with Wolves. That was the first movie I worked on set. And it was very hard. It was a labor of love, and really enjoyed it. And I got to work a lot with the native folks, the Sioux, in South Dakota.
Isn't that the one where you had that exciting, because everybody, folks, as you can see, he's got a wonderful book here, and he's a wonderful speaker, and I love it. I love you explaining everything. And one of the things, you must get this book, because he explains this fantastic, funny time that he had with this particular, and Kevin Costner, didn't he, wasn't everybody worried about him at one point on that movie?
At one point, there was a buffalo stampede.
That's what I mean. There it was.
Oh, there were real buffaloes. There's 4,000 head of yearlings, and we would wrangle them with helicopters and a dozen farmers and pickups. And when those buffalo were a couple of miles away, you could feel them. And the crew, I'm production. I'm behind the camera.
With their feet like this.
Oh, you could feel them. You could see the dust rising up. It was real primal. It was powerful. So the crew starts looking at me and saying, "How does this work?" And I say, "I don't know." I said, "We haven't shot a buffalo stampede in a long time." So what we did was we had 13 cameras, I believe, a super long lens. We had a 2,000 millimeter lens that came with its own crew. And we parked either vans or pickup trucks at each camera, and we tried to position the cameras not in the draws but up on the ridges, so as the buffalo would stampede by, if there was a problem, hopefully you could get to your truck or van in time.
Oh, my goodness.
But thank God nobody got hurt on that. But during the buffalo hunt, Kevin was actually riding bareback, not an easy thing, while shooting arrows, and he did go down. There was another horse that rammed his horse. He went down in the buffalo stampede, and it was a very dicey moment. A lot of people held their breath. Even the still photographer that I worked with for many years, he dropped his lens, and I've never seen him do that in the middle of shooting. So Kevin's stunt double ran out there with the horse, the double horse. He hopped on his double horse and kept riding, and we never cut cameras.
Wow.
And then of course, I have to say, we're watching dailies, and the money's watching, and they go, the bankers, and they say, "Wow, Kevin's stunt double really looks like him." And we say, "Sure does, doesn't it?"
But it was him.
It was him.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
and
him.
isn't this the, because I know your parents, you know, they helped you get through university and everything, and I know the book explains that a little bit. It's quite funny. But isn't that the actual filming that they came and saw? Was that the one that they saw?
So I think my parents watched what was going on the set and said, "Okay, so you went to a university to come do this?" You know. But cheers. There's no business like show business.
There is no business like show business. It's very exciting. I know with your book there was something, oh my goodness, folks, you have to get this book because it is very comical. And I was reading it, I was going to Utah to visit, and I read it on the plane, and definitely read it on the way back because it came through San Francisco Bay, and I don't know about you, I'm not that happy with that landing ever in San Francisco Bay, and so I was happy that I was engulfed into your book. But because it was so exciting, it was like I could handle that, flight. There's a part in the book that you really got to share with everybody. The one in Hollywood, that was really quite exciting, where the Hollywood visitors, all the tourists were going through, was it Universal Studios?
Oh my goodness, yes.
They were going through Universal Studios, and something really happened, folks, that was for real. And of course they thought it was just hopefully they thought it wasn't for real. So tell everybody about that. That's so exciting.
Thank you for bringing that up, Lucy. That was one of the events that happened in my life. Well, and these are all, Hollywood Chronicles is all about events that happened on the set while we were filming major studio pictures. And this was the event that said, oh, I got to write this down because nobody's ever going to believe it.
Or ever talk about it, because it was like really a kind of a hush-hush thing in Hollywood. You wouldn't want people to know about this.
No, you don't. You know, we like to give the illusion that everything's under control.
Oh, yeah, right. We got it all handled.
Sure, and we have hundreds of crew members making sure of that, and lots of smart people and safety people. But what happened was we were shooting City Slickers, which was a great film. Billy Crystal, one of the nicest people I've ever worked with. And they had already shot some second unit in Pamplona with the running of the bulls.
Oh my gosh, talking about Pamplona, I've been to Pamplona. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Henry and I, when we traveled the world, oh my goodness. When you go to Pamplona, folks, I'm sure many of you have done this that have gone to Spain, because it's kind of like coming to LA and not going to Hollywood. Right. So you go to Pamplona if you're there at the time when they let the balls out. But it is so real, and it is real, and it's scary as hell, because whether you like it or not, if you're on the street, you better be running your little booty off. Yes. And I was like, oh my God, is there an alley? Is there an alley? And
you were on the street?
I went on the street, because I was like, well, you know me, I mean, I was young then, and I was like wandering around, and really, there's Spanish. I didn't know Spanish, and I was like, oh yeah, go to Pamplona, it's really great. They're not really understanding
oh my God.
What Pamplona is really about, and not understanding, oh, it's July, I think it's July the 8th or something weird. Not even figuring that out, just because you're traveling. I traveled for a whole year around Europe and hitchhiked, and just it was like you'd meet people and they'd be going, oh, you know, goes to Pamplona if you're in Spain. Oh, okay, let's head Pamplona and end up in Barcelona, you know, up there and down there, come through Portugal, which is what we did. And we just walked into this town, you know, and we're just like looking around, and we didn't even realize, because it was almost silent at the point when we got there, right? Nobody was there anywhere. And then all of a sudden, like you say, you can hear something. And the crowd, all of a sudden, was nowhere. All of a sudden, people looking out of windows above your head. And we're on the street. It's like, what the heck's going on? All of a sudden, we look behind. Everybody's running. And we're like, oh, my God. And then people were like saying in Spanish, you know, bulls or something, and we're like, what? Get out of the way. Yeah, it was like, oh my God. So I remember just running, and there was an alleyway, and me and Henry just threw ourselves in this alleyway and watched. Oh my God, you know, it was like, ooh, we were lucky. Yeah. It didn't, I was like, wow, I never knew, wouldn't you have to buy tickets? I was thinking later, you know, why is it so unorganized? And I was like, whoa. And I tell you, but Pamplona is great, but honestly, folks, you're supposed to really go up high and look out at some of the restaurants, or get to know the people, and you can see it very nicely up there. But no, don't be just walking on the street. If it's very silent in Pamplona, run for your life.
Yeah.
Seriously. So I have a story of Pamplona. We didn't stay too long. We got out of there like the next day, because it was like, let's go find somewhere peaceful where we can hang out.
There you go.
But it was exciting. It was a very exciting time, you know. Traveling when you're young is exciting, I think. So tell everybody, sorry, I had to interrupt to tell you my story because it was so funny. But tell us more about this, because this is good. This is in Hollywood now. But it was in Universal Studios, even though, right?
Right, we had shot in Pamplona with the second unit.
Okay.
And then we came back and we recreated Pamplona streets.
Oh,
they have a European street on Universal's back lot.
Oh, they do.
So we were there, and we were running the bulls and getting our close-ups on Billy and Bruno and Danny Stern, and it was all going well. We had a very professional group of wranglers, and we had steers, which are more docile than bulls, right? They've been neutered. But even the steers.
What was the name of the movie again?
City Slickers.
City Slickers, that's right.
A group of guys from New York decided to go out for a week and wrangle cattle.
Oh, wow.
Go on a cattle drive.
Okay.
And of course they're out of place, being New Yorkers. So anyway, so we're shooting this scene, and the bulls, at the end of the run, the wranglers would come and wrap them on the snout with these bamboo poles, and that would get them to go back and reset. Well, some of these bulls were tired of this at the end of the day, so they wrapped one on the nose, and he said, I'm done. and he lurched over this 6-foot fence and took off across Universal's back lot. And everybody stood there for a second, and the wranglers grabbed their horses and chased him, and I grabbed the prop guy's bicycle. I said, I am not missing this. And I went across the back lot, and it's empty. There's nobody shooting at the time. This was mid-90s, so I'm thinking, great, thank God, we're going to be okay. And then, of course, here comes a big tram, the tourist tram, and it's like a golf cart with 10 seats, and then there's a little turnbuckle and 10 more seats and another car. And it's full to the brim, and there's Japanese tourists, and everybody's got cameras, and I'm thinking, please, God, don't go near him. And that bull sees him, and of course he charges him. Oh. And I think there's going to be dozens of people injured, if not killed, and this is a mess.
Yeah.
And of course, somehow this bull becomes Nureyev and jumps right between the two cars with inches to spare over the turnbuckle. Everybody's laughing and shooting as the thing goes by, and there goes the tram, and the buffalo and the horse just goes right over to the hillside, starts eating some grass. They slip the rope on there, and they take them back. Then about an hour later...
This is a buffalo.
Excuse me, this was a bull.
Oh, it was a bull.
It was the steer.
The steer.
Right, and from the running of the bull.
Right.
So then about an hour later, a tourist tram guy and his boss was frantic, like, oh my God, what do you do? By this time, we had wrapped camera, and we said, don't know what you're talking about, we're going to lunch. And so that was the end of that story.
Yeah, that was, I was reading that, I was on the plane, I was like laughing my head off, going, oh my God. Because Universal, they could have got sued. I mean, the production company could have got sued at the
it would have been a literal and virtual bloodbath.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
You were sure it was going to come bad, yeah.
It was one of those moments of movie magic where nobody could believe it.
Everything was in rhythm.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as you said in the book, so many people out there, the Japanese tourists or any other tourists that were on this, have probably got wonderful films of the actual bull coming across over the top of them. And they're talking about it now for years and years and years later.
And of course, as the tram pulled by and I went by my bicycle, I just went, hey folks, all part of the show.
Yeah. Your personal life, are you married? Do you have children?
I'm married. My wife Stacy. We were both working on the film Waterworld in the 90s, and we have 2 children. Emily's 11 and Ryan will be 9 next month. And we love living in Carpinteria. In fact, I lived in LA most of my life, and we were building a house down in LA in Manhattan Beach. And during that time, we stayed in Carpinteria while we were building. And when we were done building, I said, I like Carpinteria better. It's a nice little town, and California used to be full of towns like Carpinteria. Little sleepy beach towns with fishermen and surfers and whatnot. And a lot of them have become, overpriced and gentrified in Beverly Hills and whatnot. So this is a real gem, having Carpinteria here.
It's lovely here. And also you're so close to Santa Barbara, and, the Dream Machine here is in Goleta, and we're all close, And
many people in Santa Barbara are working on the new car, the new house, the big bank account. At the end of the day, the ledger that I believe in my heart that matters is how many people you helped along your way. And you certainly can say in Santa Barbara and Los Angeles as well, there are lots of opportunities to help people.
I know the other thing, you've been in Hollywood all week, Hey, would you like an hors d'oeuvre?
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, terrific.
You have to take it from the bottom.
Okay, thank you.
I know. He said he thought they were props, so I wanted to let him know.
Oh, they're delicious.
I wanted to let him know they're actually real. It's in Hollywood, so everything looks like this as props in Hollywood, probably. But so...
Well, right now I'm prepping a film called Goodnight Marilyn, and it's a small or medium budget film about the last 3 days in Marilyn Monroe's life. And sure, we got the Kennedys and the Russians and the Cubans and the mob and all the things that were going on at that time. It's a nice little period piece, and we've gotten a lot of good excitement. We've got a foreign and domestic distributor, and we're going to do a nationwide casting search for Marilyn. And it's going to be fun.
Dave, it's been so much fun. So tell everybody how they can get a hold of you if they want the book, for one thing. How do they get the book?
You can go on Amazon.com and just look for Hollywood Chronicles, David Silva. I'm the author, and it's cheap. It's $5. And I'll be happy to sign it.
Yeah, for sure. And also for my sister in Australia, she would love it. My sister and her husband were dancers and singers, and so you know they're very, very retired now and old, elderly, and they'll just love that book. So I will get you to sign my book so you can give it to them. The other thing is too, you do speaking conferences, I guess they're called. Tell people your email so they can get a hold of you if they would like you to come and speak to their people.
I'm happy to spread the word about Hollywood and the new revolution as I see it, and empower individuals to tell their own story. You can email me at numerically 09silver, like the precious metal silver, 09silver@gmail. And I'll be happy to answer anybody. I'm happy to mentor people. And like I said, there's so many illusions about the entertainment business. I'm sure you've learned. It's not so glamorous sometimes, is it?
No.
But
you have to make it glamorous.
Yes.
You yourself have to make it glamorous.
I would tell my crew when they would start to drag after 6 months of 18-hour days, I'd say, find a reason to be happy today. Yeah. Find the joy. And you can. And so what I'd like to, the last thing I'd like to say, folks, and thank you so much, Lucy, for having me, is I'd just like to say, the reason I wrote this book is the people in Hollywood that make $20 million a day, they put their pants on just like you. And I've met people all across the spectrum, and people are all the same. And the guy that's making $20 million, and big stars like Lucy Looker, they're just like us. So everyone, we're all the same.
Well, it's been wonderful. And you know, did you know who's coming up next, Dave?
No.
Well, Lucy is excited because Tutu Time is coming up next, everybody. So don't adjust your TV sets. Stay on Channel 17, TVSB in Santa Barbara, Cox Cable. And remember, if you don't have TVSB, you need to get the box. So tell your neighbors, get that box and watch TVSB. We love you all. Lucy Looker saying bye-bye for this month.
Cheers.
See, oh, you know what we forgot? Did we say Merry Christmas? Let's say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And I hope Santa Claus will be good to each and every one of you. Tutu Time's coming. Oh, I just received a text. Oh my goodness, you got me with my hair all in rollers. Anyway, I'm excited because Tutu Time is about to happen, everybody. So all the boys and girls, get ready. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time for the young stars of Foreave. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams, Tutu Time. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams at Tutu Time. It's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah, 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 it's Tutu Time and she loves you. Yeah. Tell me your goals, tell me your dreams, you're the young stars of Foreave. Tutu Time, Tutu Time, it's Tutu Time. It's gonna be Christmas soon, oh my goodness. So I've got some guests today, Cammie and Mackenzie Ironson. Our Tutu stars have come in and to tell you what they think about Christmas.
It's about like sharing and having fun time and snow.
What beautiful pictures you guys made. So tell me, Mackenzie, what does Christmas mean to you?
I think it's about
Tell everybody else.
spending time with your family and having fun.
Bye-bye now. And
Bye.
I say, we'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you next year. Bye-bye from Mackenzie and Cammie Ironson. Well, we just saw Mackenzie and Cammie, and they had to run off those two stars, but guess what? We got 4 more stars on Tutu Time. I think you'll all remember Jack, and you'll all remember Skylar and Bradley and Travis. Yes, it's the triplets and their sister Skylar. So Jack thinks Santa's coming. You think he's coming to see you?
Yeah.
You do. You better hope for that one, huh? Okay, so Skylar, what has Skylar got going on here? Can you? Oh, this is like a lot of people in this one. Tell us all about this.
This is Jack, this one's Travis, and this one's Bradley. And that's me. and that's Daddy, and that's Mommy, and that's Rudolph and Santa in the background.
Wow, I think they're going to have a big party at the Metcalfs. I wonder if Mum and Dad are ready for that one at Christmas. Wow, that's a great picture there with a lot of people. You guys, Skylar's got a party going to happen, I think. So Bradley, what's going on with you?
These are the Christmas presents I want.
Oh, he knows.
I want a teddy bear and a remote control robot.
Oh my goodness, let's show the camera that. He wants a teddy bear and a remote control robot?
Yeah.
Wow. Travis, let's hear about Travis's right now.
Well,
Can we show the camera, Trav? There we go. All right.
This is Santa,
Oh, he's like singing or something.
and this is Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus, well, how nice of you to bring Mrs. Claus in
And
it.
this is the North Pole sign, and this is Santa and Travis. Rudolph is right there.
Oh, let me see if I can see Rudolph. Do you think we can see Rudolph? Oh, he's right there. There's Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Shall we say, Merry Christmas, Santa Barbara?
Merry Christmas, Santa Barbara.
Love-
Santa's birthday on Christmas.
Oh, you think he was born on the 25th of December? Maybe he was.
He was.
He was?
Because we have the movie of Santa.
Oh, okay, so Santa Claus was actually born on the 25th of December. Yay! Well, maybe we should say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Santa.
Happy
birthday, Santa.
We love Santa, yeah? 1, 2, 3. We love Santa. Yeah, let's say bye-bye from Tutu Time, everyone. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Tutu Time. It's Christmas. Oh, my goodness. Merry Christmas. And we have Jose Espinoza, and we have Matthew Jimenez. So tell us something about Christmas.
Well, Christmas is just a time where you just get to spend with your family, holidays, you have winter break, school, no stress, and it's just fun. Fun times, you just get to spend with your family.
And how about you, Matthew? What do you think it is?
The best thing, I think, would probably be, it's like when you get out and on the town and there's a lot of lights and a lot of music and it's just like a warm feeling around. If you have a coffee in your hand, it just makes it a lot better too. So it's a lot of fun.
So you guys are both local guys, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you've had your Christmases lots of times in this town.
Yeah.
So what is it that you think you remember the most about this town, Jose, as far as Christmas?
Well, Christmas parade, it's awesome. Just amazing time of the year. Just the whole town gathers downtown Santa Barbara. We just watch local high schools, local businesses go on parade and just get admired the local, talent out there.
I remember that. I remember our children, Dan's and mine, Idonna, Rose, and Arthur in those Christmas parades. They were fun. And of course, Matthew here plays a mean instrument. So I'm sure he's been in a lot of Christmas parades too, haven't you, Matthew?
Yep. I've been in every one since 7th grade, since I was in 7th grade.
Let's all get ready to see Matthew and listen to his great Christmas song. So bye-bye here.
I see you. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Yay, Matthew. Thank you. Bye-bye from Tutu
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Well, hi there, everybody. I'm glad you're still on TVSB because you're watching the Mini Woodstock Festival. And don't forget, next month again, Tutu Time will be on. So I hope you enjoyed the Tutu Time that you just watched. Well, I have a fabulous star with me today. Yes, Foreave Stars International. I'm very proud to present the US bands, including Cooperative. I'm going to introduce you to him now. He's Mark Melson from TVSB. And I'm excited because I want to know all about you, Mark, because you are a star. You've been a star for many years. And it's exciting because he's been with TVSB for many years. You were with it when it was the channels. They keep changing the names.
Yes,
so,
they do.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about that? How did you get into this entertainment field and why? And let's find out all about Mark.
All about Mark, okay. Well, where do you want to start? Like at the very beginning?
Well, you were a child, of course. Where were you born?
I was born in San Diego. Well, I grew up in San Diego, and my dad was in the Navy, and he traveled quite a bit. And so on one of his trips, he brought back a still camera. And so I've always been intrigued by images and how images can tell a story. And so I've always been interested in visual images. And then I originally went to college for law enforcement.
That's funny.
Yeah, my degree's in public administration. I was more interested in making a difference, I guess, with drug DEA, the Drug Enforcement, or FBI. Whatever circumstances didn't really work out. They were looking for my type of person, I guess. And the only ones that really wanted me were the Border Patrol and the Bureau of Prisons.
I can't imagine.
And so yes, and so that wasn't really my cup of tea. So then I kind of moved on. And then I came up here to Santa Barbara in like '93 to go to Brooks, and I went through their still photography curriculum. But then I was more intrigued by video because to me it tells more of a story. You have the sound and motion, and so I got involved with that. And then I got involved with community access through their internship program. And then I started that in like '93, '94. And then I started working for them in '96. To me, the interesting thing of access is that it's so pure and raw, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because, I mean, that can be a double-edged sword. Some people, they don't always like it because, it's kind of kooky or, you know what I mean? But I mean, especially in this day and age of, the reality shows and stuff, to me, that's the true reality of those shows. Those are the, people from your community making these shows and putting themselves out there and putting, what they're about and what's, true to them and trying to share that with their community. I think that there's something, beautiful about that.
Wow. Those people that I go to the store and I meet them every single day, here they are. This is their story.
Right.
This is their life. So it gets exciting, I think, when you start to look at the television and you see your local neighbor or whatever expressing themselves. And I really feel that in a larger sense in the world, if more people were given the opportunity to be able to really express themselves, that we would have a better world. And that's why the Mini Woodstock Festival really, in 1978, when I started Foreave Stars International Cooperative, it was based on that really, that everybody is a star and that everybody ought to have the opportunity to bring out that star in them so that others can enjoy them. Because there's nothing more beautiful than when we give.
I agree. Because I mean, there's an exchange.
Yes.
And I think I agree wholeheartedly that all of us have something to share with the world, and this gives people the opportunity to share that with people probably that they're most intimate with is their community or their neighbors.
But anyway, tell us a little bit about you personally. Like you're married. Tell us about your family.
Yeah, I'm married.
How did you meet your wife?
It's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's always interesting, I guess. I met her actually, my sister was a matchmaker. They actually worked in the medical field together. And so my sister would always invite me over when Sherilyn was there too. And so we went on our first date in actuality just to get, I did it to get my sister off my back. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take her out just to get you off my back so you won't be setting me up all the time like this. And then I guess the rest is kind of history. Then we kind of hit it off, and yeah, I mean, you know, like I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's with Jack Nicholson where he said the one line where he says, "She makes me want to be a better person," and I believe that wholeheartedly. She makes, anyway, from my perspective, she's made me a better person.
How wonderful for you to share that. That's nice.
And I have 2 sons, Bowden and Carwin. And
lovely names.
Yeah, they're kind of different. Bowden is Ukraine, and it means given by God.
Wow.
And Carwin is Welsh. Our last name is Welsh, and it means blessed love.
Oh, Donna Rose and I went to Cardiff actually in 2011. I met a lady on there, Sheila Grant, and Matthew Grant's her son, and Helen, and also a husband, Keith. I met her on Words with Friends. I mean, you talk about the internet, it's just wonderful. And I met her on Words with Friends, and we got chatting and everything. And Donna Rose and I were going to Europe, and so I said, you know, we'll have to come and see you. And Donna Rose is like, we were on the train going to Cardiff. She's like, well, Mum, which auntie is this one then? You know, which relative is this? I said, actually, I haven't even met Sheila. Donna Rose is like, what? You met her on the internet? I said, yes, she's my Facebook friend now, Words with Friends. But honestly and truly, we went to Wales, and Sheila and Keith and her family they're wonderful people. They're exciting. And they actually speak a language. The Welsh language is so funny. And before you leave today, I have to show you these cups because it says this Welsh name, and it's like about this long.
Really?
It's just been wonderful.
Sure.
And I'm really happy that you were able to be on Mini Woodstock Festival in 2013. And you know, this is the Christmas show. So I think it would be wonderful. Let's wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas.
And we'll drink to that.
Holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. Well, hi, you're still on TVSB, I hope, because now it's the musicians segment of the Mini Woodstock Festival. Yes, we have a great musician tonight, and he knows me personally. Yes, because I gave birth to him. Oh my God. Yes, he was drumming from about 2 years of age, and I do believe he was drumming inside of me before he was born, and we knew we were giving birth to a drummer, Dan and I. Well, Arthur is going to tell us a lot about his drumming, so if there's anybody out there interested in being a drummer or actually needing a drummer, because Arthur is an entrepreneur, he's an individual artist, and he does go out there and play with different bands here and there, and he's always available. Plus, he actually teaches drumming. So any of you students out there that want to know how to play drums, you can get a hold of Arthur Orr. So Arthur, you know, why don't you tell everybody out there, you know, just about your life from the moment that you remember anyway, as far as why the entertainment field, why drumming, and all the different places that you've drummed throughout your life.
I'm not really sure why drumming. Drumming just kind of came natural to me, I guess. My first instrument was violin, so that's what got me into entertaining in the first place. Second grade, I started playing violin, and you know, I learned how to sight read, and which is reading music. When they just throw it right in front of you and learn how to read the music. So that was where I got my rhythm, I guess, was from violin, and then it was just kind of one random event. I just picked up some drumsticks and loved it ever since, I guess.
But you did play when you were 2, because we've still got photographs of Arthur with his drum set when he was 2 years of age.
I was silly enough to wonder how it worked, so I broke the drum heads because I wanted to know where the sound was coming from. So I popped holes in the drum heads thinking there was something inside there making the noise, which is silly, but yeah, I broke the first drum set I had.
I don't even remember that, but anyway. So there you were at, it was elementary school that you started learning violin, I do believe.
Yeah, Cleveland Elementary School, the one up on the hill. Mr. Odello, Mike Odello, I believe, Mike is his first name. But yeah, he inspired me to just get into music in all shapes, in all shapes and sizes, I guess. He plays tuba, sousaphone or tuba. So he was very into the rhythmic and it's sort of the bass section, the rhythm section. So he really got me into knowing rhythms and understanding rhythms. And I believe it was 7th grade when I first, or sixth or 7th grade when I first was like saying I needed drum lessons. And then you sent me over to Mike's drum shop.
That's right.
To get drum lessons from Barry Birmingham.
Yeah, Barry Birmingham. That's right.
Yeah, and ever since then, I just love playing drums. Drums is what it's at. I would teach kids how to play drums here and there, but that came from high school because I was in drum line and marching band, and that's where my love of drums really kind of came into play. I began to have a complete love affair with drums, I guess.
You really like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember taking him, because Mike Drum Shop now is closed.
Yeah,
and,
it's something else now.
yeah.
It's a rock academy
Oh,
now.
it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry was on the Mini Woodstock Festival, if anyone wants to see him. He was on February's Mini Woodstock Festival. I
Excellent
interviewed
drummer.
him.
He's an excellent drummer.
Yeah, excellent drummer. And so he taught Arthur. And also I remember you not only played at DP, at Dos Pablos High School in drums, but you actually played in San Marcos High School with Lozelle.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah, correct. Lozelle wasn't teaching at Dos Pueblos. I went Dos Pueblos for freshman to junior year, and then decided it wasn't for me anymore, and I went into middle college, which opened up a whole lot of doors because you have a little more free time. You know, I'd only go to school for an hour a week, and then I would take Santa Barbara City College classes, but I got a call from Colby Beers, and he says, "Hey, we need a snare player. Are you available?" And I said, "Of course." So that's where during my senior year of high school, I ended up playing for San Marcos, which is pretty funny because we were always competing against them, and I ended up being with, sleeping in bed with the enemy or whatever. But yeah.
Did you also go to Ohio?
Dayton, Ohio.
World, we went. What is it? The World Championships there in Ohio.
I can't remember what they call it. Winter Guard actually became my favorite thing to do because it was very drum oriented.
Oh, you know what? I made hors d'oeuvres, and I don't see any of them on the table. I can't believe we forgot the hors d'oeuvres after I made them. That's typical.
I'm looking forward to them. So
yeah, I know. We have to wait till they come in, so cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, by the way, it is Christmas time, folks. Thanks very much, Dan. There you go. Yeah, we had hors d'oeuvres. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And happy holidays and happy Hanukkah and how many other things are there going on right now? So
every holiday that you can think of.
Yeah, and we're Buddhists. Nam myoho renge kyo. And because this is going to be the November-December show, so it's going to be fun. I'm glad that we got that. So anyway, so what's going on with you? Well, you've now got a mouthful of hors d'oeuvres, but I'm just thinking about the future with your drumming. I know that if there's anybody out there, as I said before, you can get a hold of Arthur, and he's what is your?
My email address, last name orr dot Arthur ARTHUR @gmail.com. Drum, studio drum to record for them or perform because their drummer's out, or if they want a drummer just full time, I'm available. Also, if if any of youngsters want to learn how to play drums from the basics, I can do that as well. So really anything to do with drums in general, I can do that.
Okay, so that's great. So we are going to jam with Arthur. Now, as you know, we always jam with our musicians. So this, the December show is going to be the best of all the shows throughout the year, the best of everything. So keep watching Mini Woodstock Festival, everybody. And Merry Christmas once again, and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. And we're going to jam right now. So stay tuned as we have a wonderful jam session with Arthur Orr. Yeah. Good luck with your drumming, Art. I want to let you know that High Energy Flow was with Ravel Foreman in the last band, but as we are going to do it today, yeah, High Energy Flow. like an energy flow. Playing with Arthur Owen drummer, with As We Are. So let's just jam, guys. Let's just jam. Morning, I see the sun is shining. I wake up in the morning, see the sun is shining for me, for you, for us. Oh, it's shining. Oh, it's shining. It's shining for us. I like the way it shines for you and me. I like the world to see we're happy as can be. Waking up in the morning and seeing the sun shining is bright and cheery. It makes us so happy to see the sun. It makes everyone walk a little lighter, a little brighter, and happier to see you in the sun. Your face is beautiful and so is everyone. When the sun is out, it makes us happy. It makes us happy. And when the sun is out, it makes us happy. When you wake up in the morning and you see the sun, what do you say to all your friends and everyone? I'm glad you're alive and you can see me and I can see you, and we're just so happy to see everyone. Happy to see everyone shining in the sun. We're happy to see everyone shining in the sun. I'm happy that you're shining in the sun. We're happy to see you. We're happy to see everyone. Yeah. What fun. What fun.
I was gonna say, like, whoa!
Did you just...
Did you see what happened?
No, not at all.
The strap off.
Is that why you're on the floor?
Yeah. That's why I came down. And whoa! That was a cool. That was a good set.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
We had enough. Not enough. We don't have enough. We're looking for more. We haven't got enough. We strive for more. We haven't got enough. Don't have enough. We want more, 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 more. We want some more. We don't ever have enough. It seems that we want more stuff. Give me more stuff. I never have enough. Oh, give me more stuff. I never have enough stuff. Enough stuff. We want more stuff. Give me more stuff. Oh, we never have enough stuff. Oh, give me more. More stuff. More stuff. It's like we Hey, little Maxwell. Hey, little Max. Hey, Max. Okay, you want to get out? Driving over San Francisco Bay, a frightening experience today. A plane didn't make it to the road it's supposed to be on the road. It was a heavy load. It was a heavy load. So I'm told. I've come on into San Francisco Bay, and I tell ya, oh my, it's scary as hell, you say. It's scary to fly into San Francisco Bay. So many people think the same as me today. Not sure why the strip is as short as it is, and everybody seems to nearly miss it. Oh my, it's scary flying into San Francisco Bay. It's scary flying into San Francisco Bay. Oh, I close today. I flew from Utah to San Francisco Bay. I said goodbye to my friends in Utah today. I caught the plane. I was scary, you see. It was scary to fly into San Francisco Bay. A plane crashed in San Francisco Bay. It was scary, I must say. How do you know that your life is gonna be safe? When you fly into San Francisco Bay. How do you know you'll make it anyway? When you fly into San Francisco Bay. You never know. You never know. Hey, yeah,
That's
well,
pretty freaking awesome.
as we are with our Thor drummer. Woo!
Oh, get the puppy in the camera.
Oh,